Hey all, welcome back to another Mini-Sode, where today we'll be talking about 007 From Russia with Love. Being a game adaptation of the classic 1963 film, the plot is mostly the same. After James Bond killed Dr. No, the organization he worked for, Octopus, plans to get revenge by framing Bond into obtaining a Soviet encoding device called the Lecter, and then assassinating him. Finding this out, it's up to Bond to stop Octopus from doing their usual bad guy stuff, save the day, and, at the end, get the girl. I know that's a brief summary, and I do apologize as I've yet to actually see this movie all the way through, and I'm just going by the story of the game. But I can confirm they are very similar. The biggest change is being the name from Spectre to Octopus, and that's just due to licensing rights. All I know is that I enjoyed the story very much, and I really need to get back on watching these movies again. Since Everything or Nothing turned out to be a decent success for EA, From Russia with Love follows the same style of gameplay, going for a third-person view again. You'll shoot, sneak, cover behind walls, use Bond focus, drive vehicles, and now jetpacks, and use those lovely gadgets, only now with a 1960s flair to it. You can earn research points by finding schematics, completing briefcase sequences, or pulling off Bond moves, which then allow you to buy upgrades during or between missions. And of course, it wouldn't be a Bond game without some form of multiplayer, and From Russia with Love delivers, with a few modes for 1 to 4 players, such as the standard free-for-all, sabotage, in which you plant a bomb in the other team's base, and vice versa for the opponents, dogfight, which is free-for-all with the jetpacks. And lastly, there's Survival Royale, a mode for 2 to 16 players with different game types, rules, and maps, as well as allowing you to upgrade your abilities during matches to get the edge on your opponents. It's a decent time killer for a little while, even more if you're able to get friends to play it with. Otherwise, you probably won't do much with this. Truthfully though, there's not a lot to say here, as not much has changed from Everything or Nothing, and that's not a bad thing, especially the fun you can have with the jetpacks. Though, if you found Everything or Nothing very lackluster, you're probably not going to have much fun with this one. Also, the checkpoints aren't placed very well, so you might find yourself having to redo a few parts over and over, like these very bland turret sections on a boat. Visually, EA does another great job of capturing the look and feel of the world of James Bond, even more so since this is an adaptation of a film. The set pieces in each stage looks well enough, and the characters are exceptional, seeing as how they have the likeness of most of the original cast, though with new voice actors due to most of them being older or have passed away. There are also 2 new characters added to the game version. Elizabeth Stark, played in voice and likeness by singer Natasha Bedingfield.
My daddy's a very powerful man, you know. You can't just go around
Shut up!
And Eva Adara, also played in likeness and voice by Maria Menounos. And they do a respectable job along with the other cast.
This is Eva. Set the tunnel charges to blow. I don't care who's inside. We have to stop Bond.
But the main praise has to go to Sir Sean Connery reprising his iconic role of 007. Even though you can tell he's much older now and his voice is a bit raspier than when he acted the part back in 1963, he's still got the same charm now as he did then.
Can I borrow a match?
Oh, I use a lighter
It's better still.
until they go wrong.
Welcome to Istanbul, Mr. Bond. Your transportation is here, sir.
James, my friend. How nice to see you.
Karen Bay. It's been too long. Interesting car. Limited edition?
Your man Q sent it ahead. Warned me not to touch any of the buttons.
You were wise to take his advice. Otherwise, you might not live to regret it.
Come. They're waiting for us at Station T.
I'll drive.
From Russia with Love is not only a decent film-to-game adaptation, but a fun, spiritual sequel to Everything or Nothing. It may feel a little lighter in story than that one, but the fun third-person gameplay makes up for it. That and jetpacks. Of course, like I said, there are a few parts that may annoy you, like the checkpoints and the turret sections, but either way, it's still pretty fun to play through, at least once. Grab this one if you're looking for a fun, no-nonsense shooter, or you're a fan of Bond's adventures. After From Russia with Love came out, EA lost the rights to the Bond franchise to Activision in 2006, and, well, their take on the series is hit or miss, depending on who you ask. However, we still have one Bond game left to cover here from EA. One that I skipped over. One that I eventually have to face. But I'm saving that for another time. Until then, this is the Dali Popka, and as always, stay green, my friends. I'll see you next time.